Long ago, in a small town called Dayton, Ohio, two brothers named Wilbur and Orville Wright dreamed of something the world thought was impossible: flying. From the time they were little boys, they loved anything that moved: kites, bicycles, and machines. Their father once gave them a tiny flying toy made of paper, bamboo, and rubber bands. It soared across the room. "Wow! It really flies!" young Orville shouted, chasing it with wide eyes. Wilbur smiled. "If a toy can do that, why can't we make one big enough for people?" And from that moment, their dream took flight. The brothers grew up and opened a bicycle shop together. But while others fixed wheels, they fixed their minds on the sky. Wilbur would often say, "The key to flying is understanding balance, like riding a bike." Orville nodded, sketching designs on scraps of paper. "But how do we keep it steady in the air?" he'd sigh. They built gliders, and one by one tested them on the windy sand dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The wind howled, the sand stung their faces, but they kept trying. Sometimes their glider would crash, snapping the wooden frame. "Another one broken," Orville said, brushing off the sand. But Wilbur, ever patient, whispered, "Each fall brings us closer to flight." For years they studied birds, how they tilted their wings to turn, how they balanced in the breeze. "Maybe that's the secret," Wilbur said. So they built a new machine with wings that could twist, just like a bird's. They called it the Flyer. On December 17th, 1903, the brothers stood on the cold sands once more. The wind was fierce, but their hearts beat faster than ever. "Are you ready, Orville?" Wilbur asked. "As ready as I'll ever be," Orville replied, climbing onto the wooden plane. The engine sputtered to life. Put, put, put. Everyone nearby held their breath. The Flyer lifted, just a few feet off the ground. But it flew! "It's flying! It's really flying!" Wilbur shouted, running alongside. For 12 glorious seconds, mankind broke free from the ground. "We did it," Orville whispered, trembling with joy. "We actually flew." That day, the world changed forever. The brothers took turns flying, improving their designs each time, from 12 seconds to nearly a full minute. They soared higher and farther than anyone before. But it wasn't just a flight of wood and cloth. It was a flight of faith, courage, and endless curiosity. The Wright brothers didn't just invent an airplane. They taught the world that dreams, no matter how wild, can lift off if you never stop believing. And that's how two bicycle makers from Ohio gave humanity its wings. So the next time you see a plane crossing the sky, remember Wilbur and Orville, two brothers who dared to look up and say, "Let's fly."